Beloved, 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 how we doing, how we doing, how we doing? Listen, I just did a reading. I uploaded readings 1 and 2, okay? And this card popped out, travel. So we're going to delve deeper into it. Spirit, what do you need the collective to know about travel right now? Travel for the collective, because we did the previous reading where we dipped into the energy. We did divination on these karmics, so we kind of know what energy they're in right now. But the last card that popped out that literally stood alone and Spirit wanted me to keep it aside was travel. So let's see what cards have popped out. And okay, so we've got a mixture of energies out here. So we've got karmic and non-karmic energies out here right now. Okay, let's go with these. Whoa! That's holy cards. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we've got a mixture of oh, how interesting. Some of these things which have popped out are literally what I spoke about in the other video. Okay, so we had travel that popped out. So either someone is traveling towards you, beloved, or you are traveling somewhere, but there looks like there's going to be some sort of forward movement from this karmic energy, because at the end of the day, this is your energy. You're very much uninterested in what these bitches are doing to you. You're just like, meh. Oh, another baneful spell that's being used on a portal. Oh, another dark magic occult spell that's been used in the full moon. Oh, another spell that's been used in, whatever. Oh, another elemental spell. You're just like, meh, I don't really care anymore. You know what? You see how this person's walking into the eye of the storm and this person's hanging back. It's almost like, but it's not affecting them. And you're like, yeah, bye, bitch. I'm walking into the eye of the storm. I'm not going to stand here and wait for the storm to come to me. I'm walking into it. I'm facing it head on. And that's you. You're just really unbothered. And believe it or not, beloved, because you are facing the eye of the storm, it's very threatening to these karmics. They're intimidated by your power and your boldness. It says intimidating, threatened, and they're bothered. They're literally bothered about it, because baby, what they're doing is that they're watching you across your social platforms. They've created many fake accounts. Now, I'd like to say that you've got lots of people with fake accounts that actually adore you, and people with fake accounts that don't adore you. So, it's a nice little balance, which is really good. But those bitches that have got the fake accounts, they're just like watching you. They're watching you incessantly, waiting for you to upload something so they can sit there and unpick every single word that you've said, so that they can do divination on it and try and plot your next move, try and plot what's coming in, and also listening to other readers as well, because there's a lot of readers out there at the moment talking about abundance is coming, lovers are coming in, there's forward movement, there's this, there's that, and so they're just like, oh my gosh, let's do this spell on them, because they're not karmic, so they must be part of the collective. So let's do this spell. So we're going to block everything. They're trying to block everything. So they've created, fake social accounts. They've created accounts to spy on you through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Do you know what I mean? All of them. TikTok, everyone. They've literally, because they are threatened by your magic. They are threatened by your ashe. They're threatened because you are unbothered by their fucking threats. So they could be sending you threatening emails, could be sending you threatening text messages. You're just like, meh. Because look, you have got a permanent theatre seat in the stalls. Actually, you've got a theatre seat, in a box seat, actually. The most expensive box seat that you can buy in a theatre. You've got residents in their head, because they are constantly overthinking. They are constantly fucking stressed. They are constantly overwhelmed, overanalyzing everything, because they are spying on you. So they're overanalyzing every single move you make. Or why did they do that? Why did they say this? Why did they do that? What does that mean? But like I said, beloved, you are unbothered. Look, we've got uninterested and unbothered. Because look, you see this? This is where you are in your head. You're like, baby, I'm out of here. I've checked out. I'm gone. I'm gone. I've checked out of this situation. Maybe this situation used to bother you in the past, but now you're just like, fuck that shit. I'm gone. You know? But because, they are just so up in their ego. Their egos are so hurt. Where does the ego come from? It comes from childhood trauma. Heal the childhood trauma. Reduce the ego. Release the ego through healing your inner child and the trauma associated to your inner child. I know what I'm talking about. These beings do not heal their inner child traumas. They sit up in their traumas, and then these practitioners come along, okay, with gifts, and they tap into that trauma and they use that trauma against these people. Not against them, but they use that trauma to manipulate these people, because these practitioners are also narcissists as well. Narcissists, then this narcissistic energy that has traveled timelines, generations and generations, tapping into these energies, tapping into these low vibrational traumas so that these people, these narcissists, these unhealed inner children that become adults, male or female, then start to be up in their masculine and cause destruction and mayhem and bring spiritual warfare into families and onto people unnecessarily. I've gone deep. I've gone real deep, and I hope that you're still with me. And if you know what I'm talking about, leave a comment below, because boy, okay? Because you were just prepared. You're just not kissing anyone's ass anymore. No. If you want to give me flowers with love. Give me flowers with unconditional love. I won't accept anything less than unconditional love, because I am unconditional love. You are unconditional love, beloved. We are unconditional love. So you're not kissing anyone's ass. Because all they're doing is looking you up, watching you, all of them, all of these beings that are coming up against you, these practitioners that they've got, coming up against you day in and day out. They're obsessed with your energy. Because they're just like, wait a minute, we put all of these swords into that being's back. Was it 9 of swords or 10 of swords? Whatever, which is I think it's either 9 or 10 of swords, where you're just laying on the back, on the ground, and you've got all of these swords in your back. We've just put this person should be dead. Why is it that they're still alive? 1441. Why is it that they're still here? Why is it? Because they're karmic. These karmic beings just cannot let up. They won't let up. Karmic friends, can't fully trust them. There's tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, for real. This could be your friends. This could be an ex-lover, a current lover, mother, father, boss, whoever. But I guarantee there's karmic energies around you, but you are not phased, babes. You're not bothered. Because like I said, there is travel on the horizon. It's almost like you're wanting to be somewhere other than where you currently are. You're not allowing this energy to take up space in your head, because you're just like, do you know what? I'm out of here. And Spirit is saying, look, continue to move in silence. Continue to move in silence. Because what you don't speak, they don't know. They can do divination on you to try and know what your next move is. But the worst form of sabotage is self-sabotage, because this opens up too much to the wrong people. All the wrong spaces. Don't put your shit out there on social, But look, Spirit is saying that these people are going to lose their vehicles at the minute. They're going to lose all mode of freedom. And look, last card, again, unfazed, baby. Unfazed. But look, Spirit is saying, 919 as I'm closing out. Spirit is saying that they're coming through with a dirty offer. Do not accept their offer. I don't care what it is pertains to. Say no. I don't care how much you need it. Say no. And you see how these hands look demonic? It's no. Say no. Beloved, 444 on the clock. Stay strong. Stay grounded. Know thyself. Know thyself. Know the energies that are around you. These karmic beings, they are out for your blood. Do not give them your blood, okay? Do not give them anything that is of your divine light, because you are worthy and you are shining so bright.